Max Igan, in the video on my channel where he says that the earth is flat, absolutely, positively, that's one thing that he could say for sure, the earth is flat. In that video, he tells you what's going on. He's figured it out. There's a Westworld type of control going on. It doesn't mean that he can control it. The same thing with David Icke. Same thing with Ken Wheeler. See, David Icke is under neurological control now because they have got him under control with the magic dust that's falling from the sky, the EMF, the electromagnetism coming from the towers, magnetism. This is how they control us. It's hands-free. Now, Maga is a fifth degree in the Satanic Church. We went over this before. If you've been watching my videos, you can go here, you can find it yourself. Now, magic spelled with a K. Here we go. Magic spelled with a K. Shit. Maga. You see, Maga or Magus is the fifth degree in the Satanic Church. It means administrator, grotto master, agent, as in the Trump administration. Now, you go here to Aleister Crowley, who had a religion called Thelema. The Magus, the administrator, the Magus of Thelema. Magic. He spelled magic with a K, and it means to move hands-free, using the will of the people, your subjects. So Aleister Crowley, they worship the number 93. These people control us hands-free. They're magicians, magic. They worship the number 93 for some reason. And what they've done is they've put a wireless internet connection blocking our sun. Aleister Crowley, it's a religion where he's known as Magus. He's a high priest, Magus, magician, just like Maga / Magus. It's the high priest in the Church of Satan. These people are grotto masters. They are administrators. They hands-free now with the EMF, the electromagnetic frequencies that's all around us. EMF towers. They have a Westworld type of control over us that's so subtle, and they run it with AI and I. They run it with AI, and people don't even know that they're being controlled by this. And what's more, people like Max Igan, even though he realized it, he was still taken over and ended up on Age of Truth a few weeks later saying that's on my channel, identified the Westworld type of control, and then was taken over immediately, like David Icke was taken over, like Zachary K Hubbard was taken over, like Ken Wheeler was taken over. You know, you watch Ken Wheeler and all these people, they're hypocrites. And this is how you can tell they're under direct control. First you see the eye and the pyramid and the globe. That's the first thing. And then look at this guy's eyes. You know, he kind of looks reptilian to me. Just saying. Now, Max Igan on this video says that an AI mind virus took him over, and what was he thinking? But at the same time, he knew what was going on. He identified it, but they still took him over. There's a saying about conspiracies, like, a conspiracy that you don't know about, like a conspiracy that you know about, like EMF and mind control, but you can't stop, even though you could identify it. And that's what's going on with me right now. There's subtle things that's happening to me and you right now. There are that little ringing in your ear, and the noise, the music that people hear when there's no radio on or anywhere. These electromagnetic frequencies are going through us, and they're in the air invisibly, just like Lucifer rides on the air, whatever that means. They've stolen our light from the sun. They're stealing our light, photons, if you will, digits of light, like bits and bytes that are coming from the sun. They intercept them. Instead of us being neo, plugged in the back of the neck with a cable, like in the movie Matrix, pods. Instead of being in little pods, we are free range. We are free range, magnetically, EMF, conducted by high priests that are right in front of you with a Maga hat on. Instead of having this in the back of your head, see, they have these kind of things around your heart right here already, but it's electromagnetic, it's wireless. It's not this, and you're not in a pod. You're walking around free, and your wireless internet connection is your pineal gland, your third eye. That's the windows to your soul. Microsoft Windows operating system. You have an operating system. You have a crystal, just like a Boy Scout radio, piezoelectric crystal. You have a pineal gland. Here we go, pineal gland crystal. You have a crystal in your third eye, and this right here is like, this is a diode in your head, just like a radio, like a crystal radio. We're batteries, and a diode is a crystal vibrating in a box, and we just so happen to have one right here in our pineal gland. This is our wireless internet connection. And the people who are in high places, high priests that practice Maga, and worship the like the Anheuser-Busch family, Anheuser-Busch, like Barbara Bush, Budweiser logo. They worship the number 93. The high priest, they worship the number 93 for some reason. Thelema, I don't know why they do that, but you can see it plainly right here in the Anheuser-Busch. It's in the, right here it is, the 9-3 right here. This is the 9-3 society. These are the people who took out Kennedy. And these are the people who are harassing me. These are the people who are controlling me, ruining my life, making me depressed, and any kind of neurotic disease that you can think of. These people can give you your own brand of crazy, wirelessly, remotely, and subtly, where you can never prove it, and you'll end up in a mental hospital, because the other people just go right along with the magnetism, the EMF, the hands-free magic. That's what it is. Aleister Crowley, Magus. He was a 5th degree high priest. They said he was a 33-degree Mason. He had human sacrifices, and Ozzy Osbourne has a song about him. Mr. Crowley, this was like most evil man alive, and his motto is "Do what thou will." But at the same time, he's controlling everybody else's free will. When I'm saying he, I'm saying whoever's in control of the button. The AI, the eye that's watching us. The triangle, pyramid, eye. It's AI, all-seeing eye. There's something above us. This right here, and it seems to just be playing a game with us. Because I mean, no good deed goes unpunished. Israel courthouse. It's the Israeli courthouse. There it is. Not that, but the green right here. You can't really see it if you zoom really closely in. But see that? That right there is the all-seeing eye. And this is where Qualcomm is. Qualcomm's in all of your telephones. All of your telephones. This is Israel. This is Qualcomm. These people are real people that are in your phones, and they see everything, they record everything, and they've turned everyone into a walking, talking, manipulatable robot, where even the truth movement, they're moving us around. It's like the old little football game where you just the little pieces, the little magnetic pieces, you put them on a right here. If you're old enough, you remember, we thought it was the biggest deal. You just sit the pieces on there and you turn it on, and they start vibrating every which way. Right here, and that's what we're doing. And see, we have, each one of us has a wireless internet connection coming from the cloud. They take the clouds and they spray chemtrails. They collect every bit of energy, and they're using us as a transceiver. Our pineal gland is a crystal. It's a transceiver. It works both ways. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But this is exactly what's happening. There are high priests in high positions who are controlling us remotely with the towers that all of us see through our third eye, which is a window to our soul, and Sole means sun. And the sun is where all information comes. It's riding on the light. But these magicians, Satanists, Satan means adversary in Hebrew. And your adversary has taken over. Max Igan, they got into his little third eye right here. They got the triangle right here. They got him on Age of Truth. They're making him into a parody. They're making this truth thing into a movement so they control it. Anything that's a movement, they control it. They control people individually. They can make people into Manchurian candidates. They can make people pop out of the woodwork and start attacking you for no reason. Everything I'm saying on here is true. Now, this is my original. I've never heard anybody say this. No brag, just fact. But listen up, this is an exclusive. And just remember, when people get blocked and they only have one subscriber and no views, that's a good thing when it comes to telling the truth and being out of the mind control. Now, here's Aleister Crowley. Here's allegedly her father. Here's and the son was George Bush was the president during 9/11. Now, my question is Donald Trump in control of his own mind? Even though he's a Maga high priest, is he in control of his own mind? Doubt it. This eye, this all-seeing eye, will not let there be any loose ends. And I feel like I'm praying to him to save me from the torture that everybody else is going to. I know it sounds sick, it sounds satanic, but when you realize you have a Lord that watches you, and that's the one you need to be praying to, no Jesus. You need to be praying to the scientifically proven ruler of your world. I mean, how many layers of this control system are there? So what they've done is, okay, they've reverse engineered a computer disk, and it's exactly like the Earth. But see, the laser on the computer disk, the disk spins on the laser right here. The laser, see, this is the sun. See, this is the flat Earth, and right here is the North Pole, and coming up around here is the red shift, blue shift. This is the torus field right here, and around the Earth. This is the Earth. This is the sun. So instead of the disk spinning, it's the reverse. The Earth sits still. The disk of the Earth sits still, and the sun is the laser that goes around and writes, rewrites, and defrags. What comes around goes around. No good deed goes unpunished. This sun is coming around the mountain. It's not rising. And if you don't get that there's a flat Earth, you are behind the curve, the learning curve, or you're taking over. Just like I say about Zachary K Hubbard, you can tell these truthers, they're hypocrites. You can tell when they're totally under control, because Zachary K Hubbard goes up to a guy with a machine gun in person at the Google headquarters and says, "How dare you take a paycheck from Google?" when he gets super chats, from Google. I mean, and the same thing goes with Jaron. And same thing goes with Austin Whitsitt. Same thing goes with all these people. You're getting a paycheck. You're getting dollar bills with an all-seeing eye on it, while you're exposing the all-seeing eye. You see what I'm saying? And we have, like I said, Ken Wheeler. He says that you automatically lose a debate when you start calling names. Yet he'll call people flatties and run away. He'll laugh at you when you talk about helium balloons being satellites. But he has zero proofs of flat Earth. I mean, Ken Wheeler has zero proofs. Nobody has any proofs of the spinning ball, because you're not on one. There are no proofs, period. But like I say, this right here is the sun. Imagine this is the Earth. Imagine, they want to charge you for every bit. They control every bit, every byte, megabyte that's written on here. Every bit. It's the same thing that the sun is doing, but it's in little tiny. I wouldn't call it photons, because Ken Wheeler says that photons aren't a real thing. It's just a perturbation of the ether. But then again, Ken Wheeler is under mind control and thinks he's on a spinning ball. I hope that all made sense. But once again, this is the Earth. They've reverse engineered the Earth, just like nature in nature. Just like termite mound. Compared to a cathedral. The cathedral looks just like a termite mound. Okay? But there were, like, when this right here, this one, it took all kinds of brains and architects, and people, engineers. This one took little termites that we think that are stupid. See, there's a higher power. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to believe in a higher power. You don't have to believe to go to heaven. You ain't got no control over it. Thank you. Real quickly, I want to clarify where the soul comes from. The soul simply is the sun. That's where your soul is. And just like Ken Wheeler says, the best analogy, our bodies are like radios. And if the signal still remains after the radio is crushed, when our bodies die, the signal still remains. And this is a good argument for reincarnation and for the theory that we never die. And people say that animals don't have souls. Well, if you look at them through, infrared, you can see them glowing on the inside. But whatever that means, the soul isn't all this, Jesus, oh, Jesus, save my soul. None of that. It's the light that comes through your pineal gland, which is your wireless internet. You're hooked directly to the Most High God above the sun, through the sun of God in the sky. That's where you get your soul, Soleil. That's where you get your soul. That's where it's coming from. Your soul is being broadcasted through the sun. They've put up a CNN, which is a convolutional neural network, and a cloud storage. And they have nanotech inside of you. Nanotech is the AI, the all-seeing eyes parasite that can get into your neurons and control your neurons. They can make you stop breathing, make you panic. They can play your organs with the frequencies.